Hi everyone, welcome to Souls to Spare. My name is LP and today we're going to be talking about the game itself. So I'm making the video so I can explain to you guys the actual concept of the game of Souls to Spare. I understand that my previous videos are a little kind of secretive. I don't reveal much about the game, but I understand that if you guys want to get into it, you need to know a little bit more. So let's jump right in. So Souls to Spare is going to be that huge game, that big huge box. There'll be thousands of cards, adventure cards, and the way it's all gonna work is you'll open a box, there'll be a single sheet rulebook. That's it. You don't have to read an 80-page rulebook, how it works, everything else. It's extremely simple and complex at the same time. So with that one pager, you'll understand what to do, but the game will reveal its mechanics and secrets as you play along, so you don't have to tell everyone to read the book. It doesn't have to be one of you who reads the entire thing for hours and then try to explain to everyone how the game works. No, everyone learns the same way, the same pace, chunk by chunk, a little bit like in a video game where you get sometimes tutorials along the way, but they're evenly spaced and easy to learn. So without further ado, let's talk a little bit more about the game. So the four of you, it's between 1 to 4 players, but the 4 characters, 4 aspects that you guys represent, awaken in a strange village that is completely abandoned. The only thing there is a huge dark pit in the middle of the village, and the village itself is surrounded by sky-high obsidian walls, which seems to be encasing the whole village in this creepy kind of prison-like place. And you'll be greeted by this fat, strange, hovering kid who's eating off his own umbilical cord and who will tell you that he's seen you again and again. And like all previous times, you're the last ones to come in. And if you want to figure out what's going on, you need to either take one of the 4 great gates that seems to be leading out of the village. And it's a labyrinth, and in it you will find all the other villagers if you can find them, and try to restore the village itself. But that one thing is for sure, you will all die. But you'll be able to play the other villagers that you'll find along the way in the labyrinth. And then you'll have to manage whether you play them and risk killing them inside to find further secrets and people, or if you leave some of them in the village to revive the village and its many functions. But I'm not going to go any further into it in this video. It's just a little teaser of how it's going to work. And I know a lot of people I know, I've actually wondered about people I know and people I don't, of course, have asked me on Instagram or different places what I've done in the past. Because actually, what I'm doing with my channel, Souls to Spare, is actually promoting the game because I want you guys to jump into it and design it with me. I have the design, I know the universe, the characters, everything, but I want your feedback, your ideas, and tweak it so it's crispy perfect for everybody who likes it. If you like dark games, you're gonna love this one. And let me show you a few things. So I've worked in the past on a lot of video games and books, and I've worked for Ubisoft for 5 years and Frima Studio for another 6, where I've been also a creative director, and now I'm a freelance creative director, and I'm trying to work out a great board game. So I've worked on dinosaur games for kids. This one's the Japanese version, and here's the US version. Things like, well, more dinosaurs. Seems like I did a lot of those. Word games. Stop smoking because you know it's bad for you. And then I got also like magical things like Pets Fantasy, Mutant Insects, more Pets Fantasy, dragons, because dinosaurs are fun, but dragons are even better. I work on bigger games, things like Prince of Persia and Chariot. VR games, let me take this, like Fated, if you like VR adventures where you play Vikings, brands that you know a lot about. People who like to fight on Kinect. More dinosaurs. Just Dance, because there's so many Just Dance games that I had to work on one of them, of course. And Korean Kabuki, which is family fun. So I worked on a lot of these games, a lot more. Those are just the copies that I have with me. And I've also done things for teenagers, like several novels. I got 4 right now. Start First Date. These are great for kids, well, even for grown-ups, because they talk about your life when you were at high school. And also for younger kids, I've done a lot of colorful, incredible, fun stories in this great collection of Mini Jean, which is in French. And I've worked on bigger projects for the same brand, and also TV shows. I've created the TV show Maxi, and I've also worked on Super Agent John LeBon on television. Now I'm working on a board game. I can show you a little sneak peek about a family and friend game which I've been working on, but I can't reveal much about it because it's still like a little secret, and this art is all placeholders for now. So you're asking yourself, wow, I've made all these kind of kids and funky and weird dinosaur games, so why should you listen to me and go in this dark adventure, like more like a Dark Soul experience? Well, I've always been attracted by this. Even at high school, I've been writing horror stories and stuff like that. I've been dreaming about making horror novels, and I've played every single dartboard game there is out there. I've played it and enjoyed them. And I think we need more, and that's why I'm making one. And this one will be story driven. Of course, there'll be action and level ups and items and quests, but this one will be made with you, for you. So if you want to join me on my this crazy adventure, well, I have a Patreon. I know I'm talking about a lot about it. I don't want to harass you guys, but if you want to back me up, check the Patreon links and you can be part of the adventure. If you want to join in on the fun, watch the other videos or the previous videos which I'm making on the channel. And if you're into seeing how I'm to make board games, keep watching. I'll have more videos that talk about all the little secrets and tools that I use when creating a universe. And on this, thank you so much, as always.